Hello everyone, DSP here, and I'm making a short and special video to explain some positive changes that we have made in my content and streams recently as a direct result of your feedback. As many of you may know, about halfway through this year, I got a lot of positive attention thrown my way for the first time in a long time. New people started coming by and watching my content and supporting it, and therefore, we decided to change up the way that I was trying to do goals for funds raised during a live stream. Now, we've already changed this multiple times. After several months of going through changes, we've now come down to this final form of goal that I think is going to work for everyone. I've worked with everyone to develop this, and I think it's the best of all worlds, essentially. So let's talk, okay? Every time that I stream, we're going to have a goal of $150 of support. And that includes absolutely any kind of support whatsoever. It's not just tips, which is how my old goals used to work. It's everything across the board. Super chats and super stickers on YouTube, memberships or gifted memberships on YouTube, subs or gifted subscriptions over on the Kick streams, or tipping, which could be either a YouTube or a Kick viewer because it's done through the third-party PayPal site, so anyone can do it by using the links in the description of my streams or videos, okay? All of that stuff will count, and anytime someone contributes during a live stream, we'll add it to the goal and do a shout out for each individual contribution and add it appropriately to the leaderboard. You know, we got subs for Kick, we got super chats, we've got tips, we've got all the sections here so people get credit for their contributions if they're the top contributor, okay? So that's great, but the thing is, we used to have what was called the streak. If I hit a goal, the idea was, let's keep that going. Let's hit the goal next stream. Let's hit the goal next stream. And I started doing rewards saying, hey, if we hit 10 straight, we'll do a special edition of my food taste testing show, DSP Tries It, where I'll order food and we'll have a big celebration here of having fun together. Now, some people didn't like that reward, but that's a show that ran for over 10 years and then got canceled. People wanted to see it come back, so now we brought it back, and some people who are longtime viewers seem to like the idea of having this as a celebration rather than a money-making venture. I don't need to make money doing DSP Tries It because I've already got so much support. That's why we're doing it as a way of saying, hey, thanks, okay? So this worked for a while, but undoubtedly what would happen is the streak would go on pretty long and then it would end. We even had incentive. I said, hey, if we hit an insane amount of streaks, 276 streaks, which would tie a streak that I got doing this vest goal back in 2020, okay? I had 276 straight streams in 2020 where I hit my goals. Holy crap, that was amazing, and it helped a ton back then because I was in the midst of a bankruptcy proceeding, okay? Well, if we tied that, I would play a game that everyone this year kept bugging me to play, but I kept telling you guys I had no interest in playing and I would never play it. But I said, you know what? If I get this level of support, I'll play it. If I hit 276 straight streams of hitting my goals, I'll play Stellar Blade. All right? Started out as a joke, but then we hit, if you can believe it, 96 straight streams of hitting my goals. So obviously there were a lot of people who wanted to see it, but then we had an off night and the streak ended. Now, a lot of people admittedly were very upset. They're like, man, the streak ended. That sucks because we worked all out that hard time, you know, over a month. It was like almost 2 months hitting the goals, and now we didn't get our big reward for it. I said, well, here's what we should do then. Because admittedly, when we had the streak, I felt there was way too much pressure being put on hitting it every night. And at the end of every stream, if we hadn't hit it yet, all of a sudden the entire last half hour of the stream was, are we going to hit the streak? Who's going to do the Hail Mary contribution to hit the streak? And, I couldn't enjoy games anymore. I couldn't enjoy the ends of my streams because of this nonsense. And this is the same thing that happened during the vest streak back in 2020. Tons of people complained and said, don't ever bring that back. And now here we are 4 years later in the same situation. So after getting all this feedback about it, I said, you know what? We're going to change the way that all this works. So now it benefits everyone and we don't have that big drama, desperation at the end of every stream. Here's the new system starting now, okay? Every stream, we have a $150 support goal. If we hit it, we add 1 to the goals hit count. There is no streak. There's no reason for there to be because anytime we hit $150, we add 1 to the goals hit count. It doesn't need to be consecutive. We could have streams that are slower. It just won't count towards that. Now, if you want special rewards, like for example, if you want to do an edition of DSP Tries It, where I order some food and we do a big celebration video live on stream, we get to 10. So every 10 hit, we do that. And then when we hit 50, a big milestone, we'll do a special event. The idea is either I do a specialized marathon. Maybe it could be an indie games marathon. Maybe it could be a challenge run marathon of a certain style of game. Maybe it could be a rage-a-thon where you nominate a bunch of games that are very difficult and rage-inducing. Whatever it may be, that could be the goal when we hit 50. Or maybe we could bring back the idea of the viewer's choice events where you guys would nominate and vote on a game that I normally wouldn't play. And then I'd play it for 2-3 streams and determine, hey, is it good enough to do a full playthrough of or not? But at least I've got exposure to it, right? This is something we used to do all the time and we haven't done in ages. So maybe at 50 goals hit, we do a big reward like that. And then at 100 cumulative goals hit, I play Stellar Blade as a full playthrough, okay? The good news about this is we can't lose. If I get the support, it counts. If I don't, it's fine. Don't need it every time. But the more support I get, the faster we hit the goal. Now, also, there's an added bonus. What would happen with the streak previously is we would hit the $150 of support. And then if anyone else supported, guess what? It just kind of threw into the sky. It didn't count for anything, right? So now, with this new system in place, if we get $150 of support, we add 1. If we get $300 of support on a particular stream, we add 2. So if I have a night that's crazy busy and crazy positive, which has happened, I have nights where I'll raise all of a sudden $300. I've had nights where all of a sudden I raise $500. We will add 1 to this counter no matter what for every $150 I raise in one stream. So maybe with this Christmas marathon coming up, where typically I get a lot of support, we're going to have this skyrocket by a bunch of numbers, okay? It could happen. So that's cool, right? Now, some people say, well, what about if you make a few extra bucks? We're not going to be here using rollover support like I'm some kind of a cell phone company with rollover minutes. That's not how it works. So, for example, tonight on my late stream, I raised like $155. No, $5 won't roll over to the next stream. It's every increment of 150 counts as 1, and then we reset the next day, okay? Now, you also might say, well, if there's no streak, is this number going to infinitely count forever? No. When we hit 100 and we do the big Stellar Blade playthrough, it resets. And then we work to determine what's the next big special event people want to see me do for hitting 100. Okay? Now, if you guys have any ideas of other things as well, other rewards or whatever, I'd like to know. But this has been in effect all week, and we hit several goals. We didn't always. I think we've hit, I want to say 4, because I think this went into effect when we were at 2. So we hit the goal 4 times. The other streams that I didn't hit the goal weren't bad streams. Couple nights I hit like $100 or $80, you know, I still did good. So I'm happy because I don't have to sit here hyper focused on hitting a goal. You guys don't have to cause drama. Oh, is he going to hit the goal, not hit the goal? Who's going to do the Hail Mary? It doesn't exist anymore. Okay? So I hope this clarifies, because there's been so much confusion on my streams of people coming by. How does it work? What's going on? I don't get it. Now you have a formal video to reference. I'm even going to make this my highlighted video on the channel for a couple of days. So hopefully a lot of people watch it and understand the new system. All right? And again, any positive, constructive criticism, suggestions for a reward that we could do, or possibly maybe minorly tweaking this idea, I'm open to that. Let me know. But in the meantime, I think this is a great system. It's been working all week. Thank you to those who have contributed to it, particularly those who've come by on the streams when you know it's not a game that's like ultra popular and hype and you still support it. I appreciate that. You know, my politics stream coming up, that makes me worried a little bit because the politics is only on Kick. So I'm basically cutting off half of the equation of those who can contribute for it. So, you know, maybe that's a night that's a slower night, and that's okay, right? Doesn't end the streak. That's a good thing. So thank you all. Thank you for this feedback. Thank you for an amazing several months. Really, listen, the amazing amount of extra support that I received for those months allowed me to fully upgrade my setup. 4K camera, awesome backdrop, super high quality videos, new PCs, everything upgraded because of you. Now, you know it's not going to last forever, right? Like, that influx of positivity won't ever last infinitely, and I've definitely noticed a big drop off in the support I'm getting from the Kick viewers, in the overall support on YouTube. It's fine. If we stick with this idea, I feel like it's the best for everyone. Actually getting rewards for the support I'm getting, giving you guys awesome events and things that are kind of, you know, split apart from my normal content. It also makes it so that we're not constantly doing rewards that interrupt with the normal content as well. So, all right, everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for all these months of support. Hope you enjoy the new goal system. See you on streams. Peace out.